Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. This is time to hey, listen, this week is going to be overdrive week because there's going to be so much deflection and crazy stuff that's going to go on. Tomorrow, 11:30 Central Time, the Cowboys will have their pre-draft press conference. And we'll definitely cover that because we're going to have the questions and answers and stuff session with the Cowboys, and we definitely want to have be part of that. And then tomorrow night, 8 o'clock, we'll be doing the I'll be on a live stream with Game Time Brian, Philly 500, and I think Cop Pizzle. I'm not sure who from the Commanders that Game Times have. But we'll tune in 8 o'clock tomorrow. We'll be doing that. We have some more news on the Cowboys that could shake up the draft.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
Now, this is, keep in mind, nobody wants you to know what they really want to do. You want to keep it a secret because, you know, there's guys that people covet and that they want. If they know exactly how it's going to fall, they can play it to their advantage to move back or move up in the draft to get extra picks and things. So, you know, for me, Matthew Golden seems to be pushed to the Cowboys a lot. So I'm not sure if that's the real move that they want to make. But all of a sudden, we're getting one of the Cowboys insiders that are basically kind of saying that the Cowboys might be going offensive line. And the player that they're looking at right now is Josh Simmons from Ohio State. This is one of those ones that I'm not sure if this is legit or not, but here's where this could be the thinking. Okay. Josh Simmons, if we go by his draft profile and things, he's 6'5", 317 pounds, big hands, 10 inches in his hands. He's got 33-inch arms. His prospect grade is 6.39, will eventually be a plus starter. Okay. His production score was a 76, which ranked him in offensive tackles at 7th. His athleticism ranked him at 10th, and his total score was a 78th, which puts him as the 7th best offensive tackle. 7th best. Okay. Overview. An athletic tackle prospect with adequate size and length, Simmons had experience starting on both sides. He suffered a season-ending knee injury in mid-October, so his recovery and timetable of return will need to be vetted. Oh, Lordy. Here we go. He's a consistently fluid mover inside the box, and when asked to play in space, he has a slide quickness to compete against NFL edge speed. He's more positional than powerful in completing his running blocking task, but he can fit into all schemes. Improving hand placement and latch and strength could help better control opponents in both the run and pass games. Simmons can still be susceptible to twists, encounters, and passing. Okay. All right. So that's the overview of him. Projection is round 1. But this is saying we are giving up on Tyler Guyton. And maybe this is because of Duke Merriweather, where Duke Merriweather kind of said, yeah, he can be a starter, but it's really up to him, which now all of a sudden makes you question. Now, Duke Merriweather is not a Dallas Cowboy coach. He works with a lot of Dallas Cowboys players, but technically he's not one of their coaches. So after 1 year, you're ready to give up on your number 1 draft pick? Or is this a possibility? This is the other possibility would be is that you end up possibly moving him to right tackle. You have Terrence Steele, and this is where it's kind of shady. It doesn't actually make a lot of sense. Terrence Steele is an $18 million cap hit, okay? That's his cap number for this year. If you cut Terrence Steele now, cut pre-June 1st, you're going to take on a $26 million dead hit. So that doesn't make sense. If you cut him post June 1st, you can basically take that money over 2 years, but you're still going to pay $17 million. So you're only saving $750,000. That doesn't make sense. If you trade him before June 1st, then you save $4.6 million. You're not really saving much money on that one. And if you trade him post June 1st, that's your best bet, then you would save $14 million. So possibly, if this is the guy that you are getting and you want to try and do something here, well, what you could do is you draft him and you can play him left or right, because he played right tackle his sophomore year, played right tackle 13 games in 22 and played left tackle in 23. But now, again, he ended up having an injury. So this is another one. Tore his plantar tendon, which is basically the tendon that holds your kneecap in his left knee. So we're talking about a guy who's injured, doubling up on a position that you drafted last year. The only way it works to me is you draft him and you see where can he play best. Is he an improvement at left tackle? And then you take Tyler Guyton and you make him your right tackle? And then do you move on from Terrence Steele? Okay, I could see that. Do you draft him and you say it's going to be Tyler Guyton and him fighting out for that spot, and the other guy's going to be the swing tackle, and you're going to develop him? Okay, I guess I could see that. But the problem I have here is the injury, and we're not addressing weapons. But this would so be a Dallas Cowboys move. If Tat's gone, if Golden's gone, if Genty's gone, yeah, then I guess you do go ahead and go to the offensive line, especially if you don't have somebody who wants to trade up to get in your position. This draft is going to be really interesting, and I'm sure we're going to hear the Cowboys locked in on a couple other players between now and Thursday night. So buckle up, hold on tight, and we're going to see what we're going to see. More than likely, all of these mock drafts and these things are going to be wrong, and the Cowboys will surprise you in another way. Peace.